I want you to divert
Okay.
to Hemet, KHMT, Hemet Airport. HMT. Take as much time as you need.
Sure.
Don't bust any airspace. And get us there safely.
Yeah, I don't think I have to worry about. Well, no, I got right here the 10,000. Okay, so let's do this. Let's clear this. Okay, Hemet is directly to our right.
So forget the flight.
Okay.
Let's use the airplane.
Okay.
Let's go direct.
Okay.
Hemet, get an idea of what the distance and time is between us and Hemet. Let's fly the airplane with the airplane.
Sure. Okay.
Oh, right there.
Okay, so I'll hit GPS.
Do you want to go right to it when it's pretty much under you?
No.
So you got to think this through. See where we're going with this?
So we're
high and we're close.
Right.
We have descents to make. There's a Charlie sitting beneath us.
Right.
It's literally how many miles? It's 10 miles off our right, 4 minutes away. If we went towards it, you'd end up there at 10,000 feet.
Right.
Think it through. Use all the 3D imagination you can. Maybe use your heading bug to steer somehow. Think of how you want to enter the pattern. There's a lot to take into account. You see what goes into a diversion?
Sure.
Excellent. Good. So take your time, think it through, and get us there safely.
Okay, so let's see. So I slowed the airplane down. I can probably slow it down some more. Start with that. So our airspace is good. So we need to descend. So let's descend. Let's descend out of here. So let's go down to. Well, first, I guess I'm getting ahead of myself. So we need 2,500.
By the way, you see what happens when you reduce power and then start thinking about things? What's happening to your airspeed right now?
I mean, it's slow, but it's good.
It's good, or is it bleeding?
Bleeding.
Good. So what if you kept just in your flight distracted? Eventually the underspeed will sound airspeed, and then the plane might, So you really want to stay on top of it. You never just want to reduce power with autopilot on and not descend. Make sense?
Sure.
Excellent. Good.
That's happening.
Good. Good work. And what altitude are we descending to?
We're going to send to, it was 2,500.
Cool. Now, something that could always help you, which I always tell you to do when you approach an airport under VFR, what do I tell you to do that increases your situational awareness? Get a visual on the airport. Do I always tell you to find the airport visually? Let's see if we could see the airport we're going to. And if you can't, maybe turn the airplane in a way that might allow you to see it out the window.
Right.
That will increase your situational awareness, because now you gauge, I'm going there.
Right.
I can see how high I am relative to it. Excellent. Excellent. And the big key here is, just like we're doing, keep it calm. Everything should be calm in the flight deck.
Right.
We're on it. The rate at which we're doing it is less important than doing it right.
Sure.
Ask yourself, if I were going to Hemet on the ground, what information would I gather? TPA, CTAF frequency. What direction am I coming from? How will I enter the pattern? Just think it methodically, nice and smooth, and just as if you're on the ground. That will get you the furthest, rather than doing things fast, which you're not right now. I love. Just take your time. We'll do it right.
So it should be off to our right. We're heading in that direction.
Okay.
So I want to call it right there, but I can't with 100% confirm.
Okay, so let's use our screen to get there for now until we could actually see it out the window. Meaning it's off to our right on the screen.
Right.
So we'll keep steering the plane to the right until we see it. Does that make sense?
Sure.
Cool. While you're doing that, you could start getting some frequencies, and you could start figuring out, where am I coming relative to the airport? How will I enter the pattern? There's a lot we could do at the same time.
Right.
Perfect. But I love that the energy is calm. You're not rushing and tripping all over yourself. I love it. That gets you the longest, the furthest.
So let's see. Well, 6.3 miles, so it's got to be really below us.
What's the CTAF frequency?
CTAF 123.
Okay, let's pick the volume up. Okay, cool. I don't hear anyone. All right. Could we reduce power more? Could we increase our rate of descent to, I don't know, maybe 1,000 a minute? Excellent. Good. Good. Let me know when you see the airport out the window.
I see it right there.
Cool. Is there an AWOS or ADIS that would tell us the winds?
Yes. $375.
Okay, we don't hear anyone in the pattern. We don't hear the AWOS. Pick a runway you want to land on.
Well, the wind's coming this way, so we're going to land.
Cool. So what runway is that?
That's going to be runway 5.
Cool. So how are you going to enter the pattern for runway 5? And I actually do see a plane beneath us.
Yep.
I even see them out my window. Looks like they're turning towards Hemet. They're not talking. So the AWOS is not working. Let's go ahead and switch back to the CTAF. Good. So what's your plan as far as getting yourself into the pattern?
So let's see.
That's confusing you. Turn your iPad off.
Okay.
Thank you. Let's go real world.
Okay.
We're going to land on that runway.
Okay.
How are you going to enter into that pattern? So we need to figure out, is it right or left traffic?
That's why I was looking at the iPad.
All right, so let's look at the iPad for right or left traffic.
Alright, runways. Okay, runway. Let's see. So we're landing runway 23, right? Runway 4.
Traffic Sheriff's Helicopter.
Sorry, runway 5, right?
Right base to funnel for taxiway 23 Hemet.
So it's right traffic.
What runway you said we're landing on?
5?
You could see it out the window.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, 23.
Okay.
So 23. So 23 is left traffic.
Okay, so how are we going to enter the pattern?
So we're going to enter at 45, so we can go out here.
Cool.
Drop some.
Cool. What's the TPA?
2,500.
Cool. The chances of your brain thinking straight when you just take a breath.
Yeah.
There's nothing
So I'm trying
crazy
to do
happening.
Slow down.
Slow it down. The chances of you doing it right are much higher.
Helicopter Starliner 3 on the go from the southwest cross for an open departure to the west. Hemet.
What's going to be your first call to the CTAF?
I would say entering into a 45 downwind.
Good.
Runway 23. And Hemet traffic White Sierra 7 Sierra Delta is currently over the lake. Going to be entering into 45 left downwind for runway 23 Hemet.
Beautiful. Good work. Keep the turn coming, right turn. Don't stop the turn. We're getting too close. Keep the turn coming all the way to downwind. Keep the turn. Keep the turn. Keep the turn. More. Keep turning. And we'll make a call saying we're joining downwind, left downwind.
And I'm in traffic, White Sierra 7 Delta is joining left downwind for runway 23.
Excellent. Good. Good. And then a beam your touchdown point. A pattern's a pattern's a pattern's a pattern. Make it a normal landing, it'll be a left turn off the runway. Call.
And Hammond traffic, White Sierra on the left base, runway 23, Hammond. And final looks clear. And I'm in traffic, White Sierra
500.
Short final for runway 23, Hammond.
See the first yellow arrow?
Yep.
Point to that. Move your body towards it.
Point it like this?
Yeah, 'cause this is good. It's our aiming point, right?
Uh-huh.
Keep moving your body towards it. Good. Now bleed the energy. Right rudder. Good. Perfect. Good.
And you said it was a, what, turn off left?
It'll be whenever you, yeah, don't fry the brakes. It'll be a left turn off the runway. Then the taxiway's off there. Good. It was a left crosswind. Right rudder, left aileron.
Right.
Good. Nice work. That'll be a taxi back to 2-3. Clear on the right.
Thank you. Hammond traffic, White Sierra 7 Delta is clear of runway 23 at Charlie, taxiing back to 23. Hammond.
Excellent. My airplane.
Your airplane.
My airplane. Talk to me about what you realize
Slow down.
when it comes to diversions.
Slow down. But don't slow the plane down too much.
Unless you're descending.
Right, unless
Good.
you're descending. So I messed up there.
I don't want to call it you messed up. I want to call it you learned.
I learned, yeah.
Excellent. That's
Yeah.
not, learning is not messing up in my eyes.
Right.
Good.
Um,
It's only messing up if you do it again and again
again,
and again and again.
yeah, I got you.
Cool.
But yeah, slow down, take my time.
Yeah.
Um,
Once you get the airport out the window, it increases situational awareness. I see exactly where I'm going to. I could visually figure out my entry to the pattern, the whole thing. I could gauge my high and my low relative to the airport, the whole thing. If I don't have it out my window, I'm shooting in the dark.
right.
Make sense?
Yeah.
Absolutely solid. Good. Good work. Diversions. Take your time, slow down. We could have even slowed more on our descent.
Yeah.
Excellent, solid. All of it makes sense?
Yes.
What would you do different if you had it to do over again?
And I'm just going to refer to this as for a position point. We were, let's see, we were, I think, roughly right here.
We were right over March.
March.
We just passed March.
Yeah. I think the only thing, like, again, my concern, I knew we were coming up on this. I know we had a ways to go. I acknowledge that first.
What would you do different
What would I do different?
if you had it to do over again right now?
I wouldn't slow the plane down like I did,
Uh-huh.
or as much.
Or you would, but you would enter into
Descent.
good. Why not slow it down? It's good that you slowed it down.
Right.
You just don't want to slow it down and leave the altitude in there on autopilot and now the energy's bleeding.
Right.
Do you hear that?
Yep.
Okay.
We had time, and I think it was more of figuring out what I need to do first. Again, it goes back to fly the plane first, then get your information.
Right.
But I think it's fly the plane first, have a plan of attack, then get your information, and then execute.
An airport's an airport's an airport.
Yeah.
Control the airplane, move in the general direction of the airport. Don't bust airspace on your way.
Yeah.
Descend if you have to descend. Going slow, especially when we're so close, is our friend.
Right.
And then gather information. What information do you need when you go to an airport? TPA, frequencies, right or left traffic.
Right.
And that's it. Once you have those pieces of information, guess what? You quickly come up with a plan. It takes about a split of a second, and you execute.
Right.
If you know what goes into it, there's zero hesitation, right? You don't need Yol to say, hey, what's the CTAF? What's it? You know exactly. Boom, 23.0. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Solid work. But the key, slowing down. Getting flustered is horrible, and you didn't, so that's good. Just keep the energy calm. Oh, we can't make it to our destination. Cool, we'll go someplace else.
Right.
Let me head in that direction. We'll start gathering information. I won't bust airspace on the way. If I'm way close, cool, it's all good. I'll slow down, we'll descend. Right?
Yep.
Easy?
Yep.
Solid work.